My name is Stephanie Hansen, and my hometown's Boise, Idaho. So I am completely in support of the science standards as written prior to being struck from the science standards during the legislative session. I trust in the experts and the teachers who wrote those standards, and I believe that their expertise should take precedence over the ideology of our legislators who aren't scientists or experts in the field. If we're going to strike or not have science standards that talk about climate change and humans' contribution to climate change, why have science standards at all? Because climate change is a fact, as much of a fact as that the earth is round. There was a time when people thought the earth was flat, and there probably are still people who believe that, but it's not reality. And we need to be educating our children based on true scientific facts so that the next generations will have the opportunity to try to save the world from the damage that we've already done. If we're not going to have science standards on climate change, I have to say, why have science standards at all? If you don't have science standards on climate change, that means there are going to be districts in the state who do not teach climate change as real science. And if that's the case, because some school district believes climate change doesn't exist, again, why have any science standards? We might as well allow people to say, oh, and I also don't believe the world is round, so I'm no longer going to teach that either. I mean, there's some things that are just, this is not an arguable or questionable topic. Climate change exists as much as the fact that the earth is round. And it's a disservice to our students, to our world, to not include those in the basic minimum requirements of science teaching in the state of Idaho. And frankly, as a citizen of Idaho, I find it embarrassing that we're even having this conversation, that there's even a possibility, that this is even a question. So I sure hope that this next time around, our legislators include the science standards as already written by the experts and the teachers and the scientists who best know their information. Thank you.